So welcome to Challenge the Road, 1,000-mile update. I'm loving this car at the moment. We're going to go through how it's been, all the things I've found for you if you're going to be a new owner or you want to just know more about Taycan. But it's been really good so far. Now, mileage, I'll just say it's 97%, 218 miles this morning. We've got a long journey. Going to go down to Sandwich. We're going to look at Worth Pond, which we're renewing at the moment. Got to go to VVS. We've got the Escort Cosworth back. There's a lot going on. I've got to shoot 3 films today. Now, I said about mileage and stuff, it has been excellent. Absolutely. I've got 218 miles, and when it goes down, it will go down 1 mile at a time. We have got range mode here as well, which gives us a bit more. Let's get out this junction, come on. Right, let's go along here, come on. All right, so we're in normal mode. Car's devastatingly fast, but anyway. Range, 224, which is pretty good for this time of year. We've got normal, which is here, which takes the range away a little bit. I think it does something with the aircon. And then we are off. Now, by owning the car and doing 1,000 miles, I think it's easier to review, and I've said that all along. I actually like owning the cars because it gives me a better way of understanding all their sort of faults or pluses. In this at the moment, I just can't find many faults, if any. I found one quite big one though, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But wing mirrors, I was struggling because they were misting up, and I thought, where's the button? Because normally most cars have a heated thing here, but it doesn't. So all you do is you press the rear, which I do now, so rear heated screen, and that'll be working fine, and the wing mirrors will demist, which is what I want. Next thing was rear camera. Gets very dirty, which is a pain. I'll stop up here and I'll show you. We'll find a little lay-by or something here, but basically I wanted to get mud flaps from Porsche because it keeps flicking up and the back of the car is just like a mess. It's really filthy and it's affecting the camera. So I thought, right, that'd be good. I'll get some mud flaps, car will look better. I tell you what, the roads are so, look, I can't even put, this country is going down the pan. So anyway, I'm just going to try and pull over here and I'll show you. Is this better? My dad's got a property in Peru. He said the roads are better out there. He's probably right. Now, let's have a look at this. So I will go reverse and cameras will come up and you can hardly see. Hopefully this camera will pick it up here, but you can hardly see. And kindly someone commented, said, Richard, what you need to do the rear screen washer and it clears the camera. Look at that, perfect. So I'm really pleased with that because a lot of the time you have to keep going out and cleaning the camera. So everything I thought, oh, this is a pain, I don't know if I can put up with this, this is really annoying, is actually improving all the time. I do love all the camera systems with the 360 views. You know, you can move the camera to different settings, which is really nice. But it's just been those real 2 things that I had a problem with. Right, let's go into performance. So, in normal mode. Most of the time I drive in normal, and then when I get to like motorways and stuff, I put it into range. This is the worst junction in the world. Whoever designed this. Anyway, I'm going. That's the thing with this electric car, it is devastating. Right, normal mode. Down here, suspension feels good. I still love gravel mode. So in this car, it feels firm, but it's buffeting you lovely with the damping. This is the worst bit of roads. Can't get any worse than this. This is horrendous. If I come down here in other cars, it's like... So here, look, here we go. This is the worst, bumpiest bit. It's good, very good. And some of the other bits of roads I've got, which other cars really struggle to cope with, like the Q4 did, this just copes awesome. Really good. So we've got Sport, which actually was using last night. I was having a little sort of play around last night. I actually went to the garage because my wife's away, and I thought I'd go and buy some healthy food, and as she's away, you know, try and get my, you know, nice well-being sort of stuff. And I was loving it. And down here, I'll show you, we come down here, I use left foot braking, we're in Sport, just going along. You can left foot brake just like on the sim, no problem. The brake pedal feels lovely for that. The only problem is it's just slightly off to the right, whereas like a McLaren would be in the middle. But yeah, I was having some fun, driving really well. Sport Plus, now you get the noise. This is what I call crazy, isn't it? So if I just slow this down, and I just go slowly with the accelerator, but I love it. And I have to warn people now, I have to say, hold on to your drinks, hold on. A bit like when you have takeoff in a plane, actually. And that's how it feels. Now, I wouldn't say it's like so fast it's, or you know, like you can't handle it. It's a nice speed. I think this 4S Cross Turismo is an absolute sweet spot. Right, now we're coming into speed bumps, village area, slow it right down. I will go gravel, and it will raise up. So instead of me going in to do the lift, I just put it in gravel. And gravel, I love gravel spec. Round the country lanes, I use gravel. Just the diffs. I don't know if it's what. I'm not an engineer, but it feels like the cars. Someone's just put a big hand on the car, and the car is just sat. And it feels like it's got diffs, like a Subaru or Mitsubishi, like it's pulling you round, and it's fantastic actually, really good. So up through here, we're doing 30 mile an hour. Feels really, I don't know how these 20 mile an hour speed limits are going to work out, because I'll just show you. If we go 20, that's 15, let's go 20. It feels like you're not actually driving. That's 20, 20. Jeez, if it's a 20 mile an hour for a long way, it's going to take forever. I know it's all about protecting people and all that, but it just seems a little bit low, 20 mile an hour. Right, we'll go up on the dual carriageway, and we'll talk about one problem I've found, and that is me, 6 foot tall, 12 stone, or maybe not 12 stone, maybe 16 stone, but anyway, bigger people in this car. I've done some tests because I got some feedback from an owner, and they said I got rid of it because I was too big for the car, and I thought, well, how big? So I got Steve Backley, Olympic javelin guy, played golf with him yesterday. I said, Steve, come and sit in this car, give me your feedback, because I've heard that, and he struggled a bit. So I think if you're quite tall, and I'm talking maybe 6'3" and above, you might struggle because you end up by this A-pillar, and I'm not sure about the room. So that's just something to factor in. If you're quite tall, I think you've got to sit in this car first. Other feedback, I've had some really good feedback from owners just saying they love the car like me. I really, really, really like it. Really like it. And I say today, I've got no range anxiety. I've been using the 7 kilowatt. Obviously, I only had a 3-pin before, and it's working fantastically well. I've had no problems. Woke up this morning to say we've got 220 miles, no hassle. Really, really, really easy. And I've been surprised by that. And I know, you know, there's been comments saying, oh, you hate EVs. I don't hate EVs. All it was the charging network. But I've done a long trip. So we went to McLaren and we shot some videos, and I thought it was in Surrey, but it was in Reading. That's me muddled up, and I didn't have enough range to get there and back. I had 170 miles and it wasn't enough, which is fine, fair enough. Used the public charging network, worked brilliantly. Had a Kentucky, come out, I had like 80-90% charge. I put up some images, it worked perfectly, no hassle at all. So things are changing, things are getting better. Dual carriageway, now I'm in gravel. I said I can feel it pushing down here. So let's change that just to normal. And what it feels like is it releases the car. So it's just like self-drive. This car's just cruising along. Hardly any noise, no hassle. And noise, it's got the best phone. I can't even sell the car now. This is my office as well. It's doubling up. It's a sports utility car. It's a sports car. It's great for like the trip to the school and back. It's got the best sound installation. I don't know what the decibels on this, but it's not a lot. It's just fantastic. And I could just have all my calls in here. I like this dash. I know some people have said, oh, it's a bit of a reach in that, but I can use voice anyway. It's not a problem. I like the dash here. I like the passenger dash. I like this haptic feedback. I've had that on some other cars, hasn't been very nice. This car's ahead of its time. And I've just seen the new Porsches, the new 911s and that, they're all going for this dash because Remember, this was sort of a ground up build, so they've been able to make this exactly how Porsche wanted it. And I don't really know where you go. You know, I was thinking today, how do I pick bad points in this car? It's very, very difficult. I like the steering wheel because it's like it's off a 911. I like the way they do the modes here. I like these cutaways in the steering wheel. So the only thing I've got is when I do music, I can't seem to go between tracks without reaching here. On my Porsche Cayenne, they used to have like a little trigger. Maybe someone knows that. Someone can give me that. Someone can help me with that. The other thing is noises. Now, when you saw the Audi video of me in that car park and the Audi going ding, 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 it doesn't do that in here. It sounds perfect. I haven't heard one sound in this car I'm like going, stop beeping. Not one. You indicate it sounds lovely. Everything just is really, really good. Like, this has just been so well thought out, this car. So well thought out. And I like this turning the exhaust, so it's not an exhaust, but turning it on like, whoom, you hear that? I'll just do it again, just because I can, look. Whoom. I love it. Right, let's go to normal. Let's get a conclusion on this, because you probably, you know, I've probably had 7 or 8 messages where people have just gone out and bought a Taycan, and I would, and I'd buy it second hand. I know there were some messages on some other videos I've been doing lately, and they say, oh, he's bought a Taycan, what an idiot, he's going to lose like 50% in 3 years, he's an idiot, da, 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 da. No, I bought it with 40% off in 10 months. So I got 10% for the next 2 years. And that's what this is about. My whole channel was about learning. And you've got to learn, just don't buy new. Unless it's something super special and it's going to go up in value. Or you want to do a PCP, but interest rates have gone up. And there's some more videos coming on that. I'm going to do a video on how to buy a car, how I would buy them, how I would buy an appreciating car, how I would buy a business car, how I'd buy the most tax efficient car, the easiest way of doing it. I've got a finance guy coming in with me to help a bit with figures and numbers, because obviously interest rates have gone up a lot. You might have a little bit of interest in maybe getting a classic car or an appreciating car, but I'm going to do that video. I think it's going to really help you if you want to, you know, maybe do that. Right, let's go up this hill and then we get a conclusion. So up here, in the Sport Plus, it's just, sometimes you get a little bit of understeer, but it is mild, and that battery range is going to go up in the summer. So what do I think? Absolutely, you know, buy a second-hand Taycan. Yes, they got more to go down, but a lot of cars have gone down. If you want to be happy, this is a happy car. Absolutely, it just makes me happy. I go out in the morning and think I'm just happy. There's just nothing. It just does everything so well. So that's just a quick update. I'm going to VVS first, actually. I just want to see the Escort Cosworth. I was supposed to go to Worth Pond, but I'm not going to now. I'm going to see the Cosy. Hope you enjoy these videos, and please like, share, subscribe, and we've got more coming soon, and I'll see you again soon.